name is Tamisha, and this is my miscarriage story. Okay, you guys, so I'm coming to you with a different kind of video. If you watch me, you've you've heard me talk about it a few times, but I actually always wanted to do like a dedicated video because I feel like it could possibly help someone. And if you guys don't know, this month is pregnancy and infant loss month. So this is the perfect time for me to tell my story and hope it can help someone. Um, yeah, because when I went through my situation, I was looking for someone. Even though as sad as it was, I was looking for someone that understood what I went through. And I'm pretty sure y'all like, girl, what are you talking about? But you should already know what I said, what the awareness is. But I'm going to tell you guys my miscarriage story in like detail. Like I say, sometime in my blog I mention it here and there, but now I'm just gonna tell my whole story. And like I said, I hope this helps someone, which I hate that we as women even have to go through this, but it's life. So all we can do is, if it happens to us, go through it. It's a lot. It's a roller coaster, but go through it and hope and pray that you have some type of support system or someone that you can talk to. But let me go and tell my story from start to finish. My name is Tamisha, and this is my miscarriage story. I miscarried in 2019. I found out I was pregnant. I think it was like August 4th. It was like the first Saturday in 2019. I think it was either August 3rd or August 4th. I found out I was pregnant. My first doctor's appointment was August 28th. Went to my first doctor's appointment. Everything was fine. Everything was fine. Before that, though, I can say, because I do have a daughter. I have an almost 10-year-old. At the time, she was almost 5. But, so, I've been pregnant before. So, pregnant, go to your doctor's appointment, all these things, you have your baby. This one was different. And even with this pregnancy, it was different because maybe week 7 or 8 or so, I was spotting or whatever, right? And that never happened. That didn't happen in my first pregnancy. So I'm like, oh my gosh, am I miscarrying? That's miscarriage. That was the first time miscarriage came into my mind. Even though I was pregnant my first one, miscarriage never came to my mind at all. Like, it's just like, I'm pregnant, I'm gonna have this baby, So when that happened with the spot, and I was just like, oh boy. So when I went to my first appointment, August 28th, I did mention it. And of course, like they'll tell you, all pregnancies are not the same. That is, normal for some women and blah, blah, blah. So at that point, miscarriage went out of my mind because went to the doctor. I saw my baby. I saw the heartbeat beating. And if I think I still had that ultrasound, I'm going to insert my very first ultrasound somewhere on the screen. So yeah, went to the first appointment. Said everything was fine. I saw my baby. Of course, it was too small to hear the heartbeat, but I did see the heartbeat beating. So, any woman know when you pee on that stick and you see those 2 lines, you're instantly a mother. A mother of 1, your first time mom, or mother 2, 3, etc. You are a mother when you instantly see those 2 lines, and especially when you go to the doctor for them to confirm it, like, I am a mom, or I'm going to be a mom. So I started thinking about, I'm going to be a mom too, what I have to do. Because in that time also, I just moved back home with my parents. That the end of May of 2019, I moved back with my parents, and then like 2 or 3 months later, I found I was pregnant. Like, I was like, what are the odds? Like, I've been on my own all this time. I mean, which with my daughter, I got pregnant, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, with this situation, like, girl, you pregnant in your parents' house, but it was what it was because I was there for a goal. I was there for a reason. I had a purpose while I was there. That's why I was in the process of purchasing my first home. So I went home and was doing the whole process thing of purchasing my first home, but in that process, found out I was pregnant. So like I said, had the first appointment, started thinking about life, what I needed to do, just everything. Like if you have a woman that's listening to me, you know what I'm talking about. Like even my first child, like your mind start to shift, like things start to shift. You think about things differently, like you think about your future and all that kind of stuff. Like that was the process of what was going on. So going on and on, pregnancy was fine. And I don't know because it was like my second pregnancy. Like I did almost feel like I felt something, but you be excited. You I don't know. It did feel that way. Maybe about 10, maybe about 10 weeks. Now I know 10 weeks. I thought I felt something. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, with that, and I can't. Okay, well, okay. This is all the way now. We are in September. And I do, okay, because I had an appointment September 26th. Like, that was an appointment that I was going to hear my baby's heartbeat. Like, I was excited about that because I knew how it was in my first, pregnancy. Like, hearing your baby heartbeat for the first time, listen, that's a beautiful thing. Like, I remember when I was in college and I went with my friends to her doctor's appointment. And, hearing her baby heartbeat. And, like, I remember, it's just like, I felt a certain way then that when I had my own, pregnancy and baby or whatever, like hearing that any baby's heartbeat, like just hearing that heartbeat and just letting like that's life in there, and someone's carrying life or you're carrying life. Like it's beautiful to hear a baby's heartbeat. So baby, I was excited. I mean, excited. So did what I need to do at that appointment. I talked, you talk to the lady or whatever, and then you was going into the ultrasound room to see the ultrasound tech. So I went in there and like because I asked, I was like, can I record? And she was like, well, they don't like us to, but you can or whatever. So had my phone out and I saw my baby on the screen, like biggest day on the screen. And even like looking on the screen, I was like, oh, he got so, and I was just saying he, because I just had a feeling I was having a boy. But I was like, oh, he got so big, right? And I knew something was wrong because, like I said, I've been down this road before. Like normally, they put the stuff on your belly, and they get the ultrasound monitor thing, and moving it on your belly. Sometimes it's immediate that it's going to fill the room. And we were sitting there, talking briefly, but I'm looking at the screen talking. I didn't even press record yet because I was waiting for the heartbeat to sound off, and I was going to record it. So I still had my phone laying down, had my phone in my hand, and I'm looking at the screen, and in my mind I'm looking like something's not right because I could tell how we were talking, and I could tell. And so she just kept moving. I was saying to myself, like I said, been pregnant before, just something's not right. Because it shouldn't take this long. And so she, moving, looking on, moving. And then she said, I'm going to get another ultrasound tech in here. That lady probably wasn't even in there less than a minute. And that's when she was like, she couldn't find a heartbeat. Oh, y'all. And even now, like, I don't even know why, girl, come on. Y'all, that was so devastating. Like, and I think because I've been pregnant before, I almost felt like it was going to be like my first pregnancy. So, like I said, miscarriage, like that, like 7 to 8 weeks, miscarriage came on my mind. But after I went to the doctor, fine, and everything was fine. But what I can say, when I did go to the doctor September the 26th, and she said, I found there was no heartbeat. For some reason, the Monday prior, and I remember like I was walking in the kitchen and I felt so heavy, but it wasn't like a pain or anything. It wasn't like I need to go or I was bleeding or I need to go. Nothing. It just, I felt heavy. And usually, since I've pregnant before, usually heaviness is usually like when you're about to have your baby, like tired, way down and all that kind of stuff. But it didn't dawn because, hey, every pregnancy is different. I don't know. So I had when that happened, I had a feel like, was it something happening then? Because I remember that Monday, like I was in the bed all day, just tired. But that comes with pregnancy as well, so that wasn't anything alarming. And I remember my mom asking me, she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I was just tired or whatever. So in my mind, I was wondering, was something happening then? Like, I never bled or anything. So I had to have a DNC. Um, so I had a DNC the next day. Well, no, back to that day. Like I said, when she told me that, like, it's almost like it was like it took me a long time to process it, like, because my appointment was about 10 something. I think it was like two of them. Like, one was like, I'm gonna just say one was 10, one was 10:30 or something like that. And I remember, I think when I left there, it was about maybe 11 something, almost 11, because I had a work function as well. Because when I moved back home was like two hours away from where I was trying to purchase a home from. So my job site was still here, my doctor was still here. So I traveled, back to where I was where I came from, Columbia, South Carolina. So I was already there. I was gonna be there anyway, but I kind of like, made my doctor's appointment around that time because I knew we had a job function. So left there. I went to the job function. Didn't stay long though, because I wasn't gonna be long anyway. But went there with the belly. But they really, because I had on black. I'm gonna insert that picture of that day of what I had on. But you could tell, but you couldn't tell, and it was kind of like moving fast. Like, so I really didn't like. Nobody really couldn't probably notice. If they did, it was like a split second. So went there and y'all. Like I said, I think I left about 11 something. I think I got there maybe about 12 something. It was a drive. I can't remember, but I know I wasn't there that long. And I know when I got in the car, and that's when it like hit me. Like, I literally broke down in my car because I was going to go back home. I broke down in my car like I just found out, because I think I had to process it, because it was just like, excuse me, maybe when I go tomorrow, it'll be a heartbeat. Like, it was, because it's nothing, like, I'm not sure if you ever had to walk around with a child inside of you that is no longer living. Like, that was hard for me to do. Even going to sleep that night, like, even I prayed over my belly. Like, I just knew when I went there that morning, like, they were going to do an ultrasound and my baby heart was going to be beating. Like, that was just all in my mind, the wishful thinking. And, but that wasn't the case. So yeah, it was hard. And like I said, I knew I set out to purchase my home and stuff, but I almost didn't even want to do that. Like, I wanted to just, what, I'll just stay home for a little while longer and all that stuff. But something was like, Tamisha, no. You set out to do something and you're going to do it. Like, you still, like, in not saying like you still had another child to live for, because it was never anything like that. Let's be very clear. It was just like, oh, I could just wait, type of thing. Like, oh, I gotta do it now. But I knew what I set out to do, and I knew what I promised my baby that I was gonna do. So I stick to the strip, and I kept going. And even though it was hard, like, that was the darkest time I've ever been in. Like, I was so sad, and I didn't really like call my friends and be like, oh, like, they would check on me, but like, I really didn't call nobody and be like, I feel this way, I felt that way. Like, the child's father at the time, like, I would, communicate with him, and, I found comfort in that and all that stuff, but I just didn't want to, because I did know people who, had a miscarriage before, but I wasn't there when it happened. It was like, you told me your story, not me actually experiencing your story. So, and even me wanting to talk to someone who doesn't have a child, or probably want kids, like, I didn't want to just pour that on them, because it's like, girl, you have a baby, So it was different. It was different because it was a loss after a child, already having a child. So the loss was a little bit different. And even talking to someone who don't have kids, or maybe desire to have kids, or maybe have experienced a miscarriage, and I'm telling you my story, and I'm this and I'm that, which they probably don't care, but I'm just how I feel, how I was thinking about it. But I mean, it's you just got to take it day by day. Oh my gosh, when I tell y'all, I got so wrapped up on YouTube, like looking for people who went through it, like their story, like it was almost kind of not crazy, but because it's like I didn't want no one else to go through it, no. But in my moment, I wanted to find a community of people that did go through it. So, like, you're not alone because you feel alone. But you have to think that it's so many people that have gone through it, but not a lot of women talk about it. That's the thing. So that's why I wanted to do my video, and even someone, listen, if you want to, you can comment and talk to me, or because my if you want to, I'm not sure if you have an Instagram, but you can talk to me. Like, I will listen to you, I will cry with you. I understand we may not have the same hurt, but we have the same pain, because some people, the pain is a miscarriage, no matter you were 6 weeks, no matter if you were 40, but still, it's the same. Losing a child is the same, but the hurt is different when the different experience. Like, I was 12 weeks and it's either 4 or 5 days, because I know I was almost 13 weeks. I was almost out of my first trimester, so I was getting excited about that as well. But yeah, so if you want to talk to me, like I said, you can reach out to me on Instagram. You can comment below in the comments. Like, I will be that person because I know how you feel. And then, like I said, like, for some women who that's their first miscarriage or several miscarriages and not having any kids yet, and I kind of feel selfish even when I feel bad for my miscarriage when I have a kid, but I I don't know, but yeah, if you need to talk to me, I promise you I will be there. My Instagram, I will put my Instagram in the comments. Like, you can follow me on Instagram. Now you don't have to follow me. Inbox me. Because this is not about that. This is about being there for someone who needs someone to hear them. That's what it's about. You don't have to follow me. Message me. I will message you back and forth until you get tired, because you need someone, because it's a dark space, and if you don't crawl your way out of it, you don't want to get stuck. Because when you get stuck, then that's when other things can get settled in, and you don't want that. So I will be that vessel for you. I will be that person that you can cry on. I do not care. You can keep repeating your story to me. I will listen, because you need that. I will be that for you. So like I said, my Instagram will be in the comments. If you have Instagram, I wish YouTube had like some type of inbox, because some people aren't in that other thing. But I'm just saying, if you need someone, I promise you I will be there for you, because it's hard. It's hard. It's been 5 years. September last month made 5 years, and I still get sad. I still yearn for my baby. Like, I still wonder what my life would be having 2 kids. Oh, and another thing, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. After I miscarried, I still kept up with my weeks. I still like, oh, I would have been this week. Oh, I would have been this week. Oh, I would have been this. Oh, I would have been that. Like, my baby was due to, like all of that. And when I think about it, because I closed on my home March 25th of 2020. I think it's, because I've been getting the days, because my miscarriage was the 26th. But I think, yeah, I closed March 25th. Yeah, it was March 25th. I had to double check, but I'm certain it is. But yeah, March 25th, I closed, and my due date was April 4th. It was either April 4th or April 5th. But yeah, so I would have been about to be due closing on my home, or if I didn't have my baby early. I don't know. But yeah, like, I thought about all that after my miscarriage. Like, I still was counting my weeks. I still was just, I don't know, but it's a lot. And then even when you miscarry, like, my boobs got engorged, and I guess that was collagen that was coming out. But it was a lot, because your body is still going through the things, but your baby isn't here. So your body have to heal And it's okay if you healing and my baby laying on the bed or laying in the bassinet or whatever like that. But when you don't have a child anymore, like it's hard. Like even like sometimes now, like I just wonder and sit back like what my life would have been like having 2 kids, and all that stuff. But yeah, it's hard. And you feel how you feel. Allow yourself to feel. Do not bottle it up. You feel it. If you got to talk to yourself, you talk to God and you keep on talking to get it out. Because do not hold it in. It will cripple you. Do not do it. You talk to someone. Like I said, I will be your person if you need someone to talk to, because it is hard. And you don't want to stay in that dark place, because staying there can lead to other things that you don't want. Okay? But I wanted to come and share my story, because hope and pray that it can help someone. Because like I said, when I had my miscarriage, I was on the internet searching for someone that know how I feel. I need someone to know how I feel. Because some people may forget about your pain, but you don't ever forget. Like, then in that moment, oh, how you doing? This and that. But everybody go back to doing the regular lives. And you have to sit in that pain. You have to carry that for years and years to come. Because sometimes I see people's story and people comment, like, some people be talking about a miscarriage that's decades ago that they still carry, that they still, like, it doesn't go away. And when I do have another child, like, I'ma still think about my second pregnancy. Like, I'ma still think about, because I'm not replacing my baby, It's just like, you never get over it. You don't. I don't care how many kids you have after that. You don't. You're always going to remember that baby. Yeah, but I was like 12 weeks in like 4 to 5 days. Like I said, almost 13 weeks. And yeah, it was a lot. Yeah. But I just wanted to, like I said, share myself. And I repeat myself a lot too. I'm sorry. I just wanted to come and share my story. Hopefully I can help someone. Hopefully I can be the shoulder that someone needs. You're not alone. You're not alone. No matter how much you may feel like you're alone, you're not alone. I can be your person. So if you gotten to the end of this video, I appreciate you so, so much. Like I said, my Instagram will be in the comments. If you have an Instagram, or if you just want to comment, and I will respond back. I will respond back to everyone that comment, say something. I'm going to respond back to you. Because you need somebody, But yeah, so if you got to the end of the video, I appreciate you so much. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. If you return, thank you so much for keep watching my videos. Until my next video, thank you so much for watching. You have a good day. Bye.
Way out here having this way, and like the third me go out, take, what? Go to the Drake, what else are they gonna